Please subscribe and you can download this code from description below. Title: Creating a MySQL database of Stack Overflow questions using Python. Introduction. In this tutorial, we will guide you through the process of creating a MySQL database to store Stack Overflow questions using Python. We'll be utilizing the Stack Exchange API to fetch data and the MySQL connector Python library to interact with the MySQL database. Prerequisites. Step 1. Install required libraries. Open your terminal or command prompt and install the necessary Python libraries. Step 2. Set up MySQL database. Create a new MySQL database and a table to store Stack Overflow questions. You can use a tool like MySQL Workbench or execute the following SQL commands. Step 3. Fetch Stack Overflow questions using the API. Now, let's write a Python script to fetch Stack Overflow questions using the Stack Exchange API. Replace your _API_ key with the API key you obtained. Replace your _MySQL_ host, your _MySQL_ user, and your _MySQL_ password with your MySQL server details. This script fetches the most recent Stack Overflow questions and inserts them into the MySQL database. You can run this script periodically to keep your database up to date. Conclusion. You've successfully created a MySQL database to store Stack Overflow questions using Python. This can serve as a foundation for more advanced applications, such as building a question recommendation system or performing data analysis on Stack Overflow trends. ChatGPT. Title: Creating a MySQL database of Stack Overflow questions using Python. Introduction. In this tutorial, we will walk you through the process of creating a MySQL database to store Stack Overflow questions and their associated data using Python. This database can be a valuable resource for various data analysis and research purposes. We'll cover the following steps: installing required libraries, setting up your MySQL database, fetching Stack Overflow questions, storing data in the MySQL database. Complete Python code example. Let's get started. To interact with MySQL and access the Stack Exchange API, you'll need to install two Python libraries. Use pip for installation. Before we can store Stack Overflow questions, we need to create a MySQL database and define the table structure to hold the data. You can use a MySQL management tool like phpMyAdmin or run the following SQL commands. This SQL script creates a database named Stack Overflow_DB and a table called Stack Overflow_questions to store Stack Overflow questions. To fetch Stack Overflow questions, we will use the Stack Exchange API. You need to register your application on the Stack Apps website to obtain an API key. Once you have the key, you can use the following code to fetch questions. Now that you have fetched Stack Overflow questions, you can store them in the MySQL database. Here's a Python code snippet to achieve this. Make sure to replace localhost, your _username, and your _password with your MySQL server information. Here's a complete Python script that combines all the steps mentioned above. This script fetches Stack Overflow questions and stores them in the MySQL database. You can run it periodically to keep your database updated with the latest questions. Conclusion. You have learned how to create a MySQL database for storing Stack Overflow questions using Python. This database can serve as a valuable resource for various data analysis and research projects. Be sure to handle your API key and database connection securely and adhere to any rate limits and usage policies imposed by the Stack Exchange API. ChatGPT.